Hi, my name's Iona McTaggart. I am a spoken word artist and theatre maker from Kent. This is my entry for this year's Roundhouse Resident Artist Scheme, and it's an extract from a play that I'm writing called The Moon in My Backpack. I hope you like it. 1. It was heavier than I'd anticipated. I never knew that my shoulders were capable of holding something so... When the moon fell, I was surprised I could still breathe. Blink, eat. I am not a god. I'm not Atlas. I'm not an ant. I am a human, which is the space rock equivalent of an ant or an ant colony equivalent of God. But regardless, when the moon fell, I was surprised I could still breathe. So you've probably noticed that I'm hanging from a balloon. When the moon fell, I put it in my backpack, found a YouTube tutorial on how to cope. I learnt to play guitar that way, so I knew that it had to work. It told me to keep breathing, so I focused on that. But YouTube does that thing where it plays the next video and the next and the next and the next and the next, but I was focusing on the moon, strapped to my shoulders, and the breathing. So by the time that I came to, I'd learned how to make cookies with 3 ingredients, the 5 best places to visit in Antarctica, and I'd made a balloon out of your linen top. The first stage of grief is a balloon, apparently. 2. I am not Atlas, but I am a pilot now. That's what I tell myself, a pilot. And I'm filling up my balloon with the things that are left of you. I salvage an eyelash from the bathtub, and I remember the time they fell out. All of them. All at once. And you said something about eyelashes being wishes, and that's why the hair falls out at this point. It's not the poison, it's just an Amazon delivery of hope. So we found ourselves blowing them from fingertips and daring the universe for something more. Double daring the universe for something better. Triple dog daring the universe for not this. So I squeeze, eyes shut, and I wish for something I won't tell. They don't come true if you tell. 3. Soon we are lifting up and up and up, and as we break out of the clouds, I can see the most incredible thing. I can see the most incredible thing I have ever seen. I mean that. It is magnificent. Thousands of balloons, different shapes and angles, and the people, hands on string, dangling like a windy birthday party gone wrong, like a Thanksgiving Day parade, and I am thankful that I get to witness it, and I am gutted that I am here. As I take in the view, the moon rattles on my back, and I think the ebbing gravity must remind it of home. In the distance, there is an old man clinging to a dog-shaped balloon. I shout to him, and he shouts back to me that no one quite understood, and I tell him that it's okay. I think I've clung to a few dog-shaped balloons before. Up here, there are micro pig-shaped balloons, home-shaped balloons. I even see a boy clinging to a balloon-shaped balloon. In the horizon, I see a young woman clinging to a what could have been balloon. And to my left, an old woman with rugged hands and strong arms dangles from a mum and dad balloon. I wonder what it would be like down there if we clung this tightly to each other. Up here, everything is funny shapes and funny colours, and nothing really makes sense, but in a way it kind of all makes sense, and I feel like we were built for this. Pilots, every one of us. And as the sun starts to set, I notice the blisters on my hands, the creak in my knuckles, and I come to realise that this was the part I was most scared of. And I think you already knew that. So, as we rose above the sun-stained memories for a moment, I just wanted to float. So we did. Because I am a pilot now, and as my shoulders ached from the weight of my backpack and my hands burned from the sun-soaked string, we knew it was time to bring the moon home. 4. Soon after, we felt the atmosphere shift itself around us, orange into purple, purple into blue, blue into darkness. My backpack hummed with anticipation. Not long now, nearly there, I promise. Darkness is obsidian, but as I opened my eyes, really opened my eyes to the nothingness, we found ourselves amongst the stars. The stars. As they greeted us, they were winking and so bright, and no one ever told me that stars could be so brilliant and laugh. They laugh, stars laugh unapologetically. They could see the moon, clung to my shoulders, and we were champagne giddy that the moon was finally coming home, that you had finally come home. And as the stars and the moon hopped away without so much as a thank you, and my backpack felt so empty, I realised. 5. There is no ceremony in letting go. And you don't. Completely. It's time and quiet and gentle. And YouTube was right. Lots of breathing. There was no run up to it. Just a easing of sorts. Time is Savlon. So I let go. Because I'm a pilot. And I am a human and I can't breathe in space. But before I land, I fill my parachute with one single eyelash. Close my eyes shut and wish for something I won't tell.